Ultimately, all life on Earth depends on plants to provide food, shelter, and oxygen for other living things. Consequently, plant reproduction is crucial to all other forms of life on this planet. The first step in plant reproduction is the intricate process called pollination, which occurs when pollen grains, the male germ cell of a plant, reaches the stigma, the female reproductive part of the same species of plant. Depending on the plant species, a flower can produce male, female, or both structures. Pollination can also occur within the same flower. Most flowering plants rely on animals to make the vital pollen grain delivery. Other plants rely on abiotic methods, such as wind and water, to ferry their pollen. Pollinating animals generally perform this service for a reward, food in the form of nectar.
Both the male and female reproductive parts of the plant are in the center of the flower. The male pollen-producing part of the plant is called the anther, held aloft by a stalk called a filament. This entire male apparatus is called a stamen. The female reproductive part of the plant is located in the center of the diagram. The stigma, which sits upon the top of a style, leads to an ovary at the base. The entire female reproductive mechanism is called the carpel. One might ask, how does this process of pollination work? A pollinator, in search of food, will visit a plant. The flower of this plant has secreted a sweet fluid called nectar deep within its petals. While searching for this sweet fluid, the pollinator rubs against the anther and transfers pollen to its body, after which the pollinator drinks the nectar and moves on to similar-looking flowers searching for more food. In this process, pollen will be transferred to the stigma of different flowers and thus pollinating them. There are many different types of pollinators, from invertebrates such as bees, butterflies, and beetles, to large animals like hummingbirds and bats. With such a wide variety of plants in the world, how do pollinators know which ones to choose? The answer to this question lies within the physiology of the plant. Evolution of flowering plants has selected for specific characteristics that attract insects, birds, and mammals. Some plants may use scent as well as sweet nectar to attract pollinators. Although this hummingbird feeder is not a plant, the sweet nectar has managed to attract both bees and hummingbirds. Plants may also use color to attract pollinators. Many birds and insects are sensitive to ultraviolet light, also known as UV. And so, these plants develop UV-sensitive colors for attraction, which are generally yellow in the visible light spectrum. Other pollinators, such as hummingbirds, are attracted to the color red. This hummingbird has mistaken a red water bottle cap as a potential source of food, as many red flowers are a great source of nectar. One of the most interesting examples of plant and animal interaction is found between the yucca plant and yucca moth. This well-defined partnership is mutualistic as it benefits both organisms. The cycle begins with a pregnant female collecting pollen from the anthers of many yucca plants. She then lays her embryo within the carpel of a particular yucca and rubs her collected pollen on the top to ensure fertilization. The larval moth hatches within the developing yucca seed capsule and begins feeding. However, never so much so that it destroys the capsule, but still hatches and becomes a full-grown moth and continues the cycle.
As we have shown, plants, being unable to move for the most part, have found ways to ensure successful pollination. Many have formed relationships with animals and invertebrates by providing a food source such as nectar. Other relationships, such as that of the yucca plant and yucca moth, involve a nursery for larval development in exchange for pollination. Without many of these relationships, pollination would not be possible, creating a plant world drastically different from what we know now. Many thanks to the SUNY Geneseo Biology Department for its assistance, as well as Dr. Briggs for his guidance and patience.